The reality is the more risk you take, the luckier you get.
I get it, like life can be brutal. You didn't choose your childhood, your heartbreak, your parents, or that person who betrayed you. But the truth is, while you didn't choose what happened to you, you do choose how you respond to it. That is the only thing that you can control, how you feel and how you respond. Happiness isn't about pretending that everything's perfect when it's not. It's about deciding to find peace regardless of external circumstances. Happiness doesn't come after your life is exactly the way you want it to be. Happiness is a state of mind that you choose on this journey of life. Because happiness is not something that you chase, it's something that you practice.
Work on yourself. Don't try to change anybody else. If you see anybody in your life that you deal with and you think they need to change, stop. Change yourself. It's never about the other person. It's about you. Whatever you're experiencing in life, it's not about them. If you're having a problem with somebody, it's about you, not them. If you're having a problem at work, it's about you, not your boss. We have to look within. But we don't, we always look out. Work on the inside and your outside changes.
Don't ask anyone what they think you should do. Make a decision, you're going to do this. You're going to get involved in this. You're going to make a decision right now, today, that you are never going to lower your standard of living. You have the potential that God gave you. You've got all the potential in the world, and you make a decision.
The way will always show itself.
I don't quit. I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta can get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. Not trying is failure.
The key is not to wish for a better winter. Key is to wish for more strength, more wisdom, more courage, get better, get wiser, get strong.
We have to constantly ask ourselves the uncomfortable questions. Is the world better for me having been in it?
Keep the promises you make to yourself. Don't be a, I'll do it when I'm ready kind of person. Because you know what? You'll never be ready. When you do what you say you're gonna do, hard things become easier. Not following through destroys your confidence and your self-worth. Take it one decision at a time, start small, stack some wins, and keep going.
Work comes before the belief. You have to say, I'm gonna do the work regardless of what it produces. I'm just gonna do the work. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do the work today, and if it doesn't produce anything today, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And what happens is over the course of time, you start to believe because you're seeing a little bit of result, you're seeing a little bit of win, you're seeing a little bit of progress happening, and you're starting to realize, oh shit, this is how it works. Confidence, momentum, these are things we are in control of. These are not magical, they are not gifts from the universe. These are things that are within our control.
Now, I know taking chances is kind of fretful, but the best things in life is on the other side of fear. Is I make my dreams bigger than all my fears. I have dreams that's so big that not getting there is just unacceptable. It doesn't make any sense for you not to have the life that you dream of.
There is no tomorrow. Fuck that shit. Let's get all this done today. A lot of people think they have all this time, so they fucking waste it. And they never go out and do what they really set out to do or accomplish or do anything great in their life. You think when you're young that you have all this time. You have no time. There's no time.
You have to serve someone. What are you going to do today that you tomorrow will appreciate?
It doesn't matter who you used to be. What matters is who you decide to be today. You're not defined by your mistakes, your mishaps, or your past. Every day is a new opportunity to get it right. Don't take it for granted. Put the excuses to the side and take inventory of everything you want in this life. It's time you start investing in the person that matters the most. And that person is you.
You want to change the trajectory of your life? You want to change the trajectory of your success? You want to change the trajectory of your relationship? Don't lead with the good foot. Step with that bad foot, because that's what growth and change is. It's easy to do things when you're feeling good. It's easy to do things when you're feeling excited. The most successful people you've ever met, they've had to constantly lead with that bad foot. They had to constantly take that step with that bad foot. They're still stepping with that bad foot.
Nourish your values like a mother and fight your enemies like a father. Even if you have to fight the enemies that are within yourself. Don't become a victim of yourself. It's possible to become a victim of tragedy, possible to become a victim of gossip, possible to become a victim of the things that happen out there, but here's the most important thing. Don't become a victim of yourself.
You want to change your behavior, you want to change your life, and it just feels really hard. And you feel like you're in a place where you're stuck. I want you to remember that the reason that you are not changing is because the cost of remaining the same is not yet higher than the cost of change.
You will run into hard times as you are living out your destiny. If you don't want problems, don't do anything important in life. If you don't want problems, be like everybody else. If you don't want problems, be average, mediocre, living a life well beneath your potential, complaining about everything, blaming other people. Be just like everybody else if you don't want problems. But if you want to make a difference, if you want to pursue your vision, if you want to live out your maximum potential, there will be problems. And if you want it bad enough, you will get through those problems.
It's all internal, right? If you finish a marathon in first place, no one comes along and drips dopamine in your ear. You self-generate that. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't good and bad events in life. The fact of the matter is that if you set the next milestone as just outside the distance of what you're comfortable with, and you make it there, if you allow yourself a moment to register that win, you get energy to then set the next milestone and achieve it.
You're not here to be happy. You're here to live life. You're here to experience suffering. You're here to experience tribulation. You're here to experience heartbreak, pain, joy, pleasure. Every single avenue, every single emotion. Why would you limit yourself from experiencing that? Why? Because you're scared? You're afraid? You don't know how it's gonna work out? It doesn't feel good? Perfectly fine. But I've come to understand, I've come to realize that the beauty of life isn't in pursuing happiness. It's in pursuing experiences.
Going out of your comfort zone and overcoming the butterflies that are going to be in your stomach and the little mini panic attacks that you're going to have, go do those things and do them as often as you possibly can. And you will get used to all these little feelings that arise when some pressure situation unfolds.
Just eliminate all external distractions and, just focus on the process itself and enjoying it every single day. Chopping wood, carrying water. Greatness is not meant for a few chosen people. It's meant for those who persistently pursue their dreams every day and make that choice when they wake up. So just a mentality, really.
Somebody who does not have enough courage, who does not have enough discipline, who does not have willpower. Maybe he just does not have the power anymore to keep on going and going and going after he failed so many times. But because of these failures, because there is something inside of you which feels that you don't want to fail the 4th and 5th and 6th time anymore. Because of this, something else inside of you starts to become very, very strong. and once again, and then you only need to keep repeating and going, repeating and going. Don't lose sight. Don't lose sight.
It's the starting line. And what a beautiful place to be. Where else would you want to be? To be standing at the edge of a new life, the edge of a new opportunity, the edge of a new path that you can walk. And I know that you might look up and see the mountain before you, the heights that you can't even see the tops of. But there's no place you'd rather be. Because right now, in this place, is the beginning of something beautiful. The opportunity to create like you've never created. The opportunity to let go of everything, all of that baggage that's kept you down in the past. You can let it go starting now.
In our journey of life, if we are doing it correctly, we will have dreams and aspirations, goals and objectives, desires for success, and the ability to position ourselves to help others. Our success in achieving any of these things will be based largely on our ability to endure along the way. Endurance is the foundation upon which greatness is built and is a beacon of strength and resilience.
Sometimes your body just hurts, your legs hurt, are sore, but that's how you get better. And the only way that you can get better is by pushing yourself beyond what you believe you're capable of doing.
Nothing you want is going to happen in your timing. It almost never does. So everything you ask God for, it comes in a process. It's going to happen. It's the never giving up that hurts people the most. You pray for something, you ask God for something, then when it don't happen in your time, then you create these human excuses. That just didn't happen in your timing. But I can almost assure you, nothing you want is going to happen in your timing. It almost never does.
And finally, the strangest secret. What makes a child grow up into the human being he becomes? Well, this is the reason for that. Of course, he's the confluence of a genetic pool, but what makes him become the person he becomes is that he becomes what he thinks about most of the time. It's as simple as that. We become what we think about most of the time. This is why a goal is so important. This is why people who set goals achieve them. The trouble with men is not in achieving their goals. They do that. It's in establishing them.
Everything that hurts you, find a way to overcome it. Everything that you feel is difficult for you, find a way to still do it. As long as you can do the things, stop listening to the mind.
There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know yourself. Be yourself. Authenticity is everything.
That power perspective, that you see everything working for you, that you listen to that soul that's telling you there's more for my life. That idea doesn't just stay an idea, you act on that idea. Yep, everything I've been through, I'm him. There's a purpose designed for me. I want to walk towards that purpose. I'm him. I'm good because I know that everything's working out for the betterment of my life. I know that times are going to change. I know that better days are ahead. I know that my breakthrough is coming, so I'm good. I'm going to live in my power.
When there's an area we know we must change, now we use comparison as a weapon to our advantage. Because most people are motivated by avoiding pain, right? That's their motivation, to avoid unhappiness. And so I use comparison as a weapon, as a catalyst to get leverage on myself to change. So I'm very conscious when I'm feeling unhappiness in an area that I'm not conscious of changing, to not do comparison. But when it's an area I must change, I do use comparison as my own weapon to get leverage.
Try hard every single day. Every single day. Every day won't go the way you want. Trying hard may look different every day. But if you wake up every single day and say, I am going to give today everything that I have. If you do that, the results you have will be better, the interactions you have will be better, and no matter what, you're gonna have a better day for having tried as hard as you can.
Every day is a new day. What people think of you doesn't matter, because how your life feels is more important than how your life looks. Don't let the world turn you into somebody you're not, so don't rush the process. You survived every single one of your bad days, and I know whatever you're going through right now, you'll make it through as well. You got this.
The only thing in life that stands between you and everything you've ever wanted to do is doing it.
Don't do things just because you think you're going to get something for it. Follow what's interesting. Don't worry about the outcome. Follow your own inner guide. It directs us. It might not make sense. It might not make sense to us, and that's okay. It's fine. Listen to yourself. Why is it telling you this? Why is it telling you this?
Because life is a roller coaster. Wake up sometimes it's gonna be great. Then you're gonna wake up sometimes you're gonna feel like life on top of you. You can't navigate, you can't get from under it. But that's when greatness shows. That's when character shows, right? That's when cats get to see the true reflection of who you are, what you stand on, and what you believe in. You understand success, you understand failure. More importantly, you understand how to navigate them both. That's how you go from good to great.
The person you have to spend the most time listening to in your life is yourself. Try not to lose their respect. How on earth do you think that you're going to be able to move mountains and get out of that relationship that you don't like and move countries or change career when you can't not hit snooze, even though last night you promised yourself that you weren't going to hit snooze?
The world belongs to optimists. Because if you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
So I think it's pretty simple. The reason why most people don't get what they want in the world is because they won't stop focusing on what it is that they don't want. And what you look at and what you focus on, you will get. They're constantly thinking, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be sad anymore. Only look at where you want to go, because wherever you look is where you're going to end up.
It really is sad to me just how little people believe in themselves. Like, their expectations for their entire life are so incredibly low, and they truly don't believe that they can amount to anything more than that. I think most people severely underestimate what they could do with their life if they just had a shred of belief that they're destined for more than a cubicle and a recliner. And the sad part is everyone else loses out on their greatness. Their family loses out on it, their kids lose out on it, society at large loses out on it. It makes you wonder, like, how many great inventions or great businesses were never created because somebody didn't believe they could do that.
We should never be comfortable where we are. You know, we should always be aspiring to know more and to better ourselves and to improve ourselves. Because that's how we improve the world around us, by working within us.
The only way to get good is to start with just okay.
Our current life today is the result of the price you've sown up to now. If you don't like what you're getting out, what you have to do is you have to put in something different. We find that all successful people are goal-oriented. There's an old saying, you can't hit a target that you can't see. So you have to ask yourself, what is the price that you have to pay to achieve the success that you desire? And you have to write it down and make a plan and work on it every day.
To every visionary, you got to keep dreaming. I want you to dream in such a way that everything is in color. I want you to dream in such a way that there are layers to it. I want you to dream in stages, step 1, 2, 3. I want you to see beyond what's possible today. I want you to keep dreaming in spite of those who don't believe in what you've seen, because it's in your head. But it's not just in your head. It's got to creep into your heart. And if it gets in your heart, that's where you'll start.
Never say you can't do it. Say, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. And that's true with everything. It's like, there's nothing that you can't do. You may not have done it yet. We don't know if you can do it or not until you really practice. And then you find out if you can do it or not, or how well you can do it.
So if you know this, but you only get one life. One shot, one chance. And every single day you have a choice. You can sing your song of greatness, or you can let the world silence that voice. You see, millions of people die with regret. My question is that gonna be you? Get into your final days of life knowing you're about to die with your dreams because you never acted.
A lot of you expect more out of people like me, out of people on Instagram, people on TV, people in the world. You expect more out of people like us than you do from yourself. You need to stop expecting more from other people than you do from yourself. Start looking inward on exactly who you want to be and exactly how you want to get there.
If you want to be the best of the best, if you want to survive no matter what happens, if you want to thrive no matter what happens, you can't second guess yourself. I can't gamble on you if you're not willing to gamble on yourself. I can't trust you unless you trust yourself. You're asking me to be honest with you. When was the last time you were honest with yourself? There's always a reason. If your business is not thriving, there's a reason. If your health is not thriving, there's a reason. If your relationship is not thriving, there's a reason. And you know what the crazy thing is? Everybody in this room knows exactly what that reason is. But you won't have that honest conversation with yourself. But you tell everybody else, be honest with me. Everybody wants somebody to be honest with them until it's time to be honest.
Just start with one little habit, just one little good thing that you do, and do it a lot. Once that becomes part of your nature, part of who you are, add another. Expand upon that. Because here's the thing, you didn't get here overnight. These things don't happen in a day, a week, or a month. It started with one little bad habit that grew and evolved to a point where you had to step back and look at your life and say, what the hell happened to my life? So what makes people think that moving in the opposite direction is going to be any faster? Start with that one little habit, grow it, evolve it, and then one day you'll step back and look at your life and say, what the hell happened to my life? Except this time, you'll have a smile on your face.
Will you win? Effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
If you're complaining more than you're talking about your vision, then you're in inertia. Energy goes into those lower frequencies, doubt, worry, fear, and now you're in that dynamic. But if you start talking about possibility, even if you don't know how to get there, then your energy starts to go up. You know, what if you ask a what if question? What if all my needs were met? What would I be doing in my life? What if everything is really working together for my good? What if all the bad things that have happened in my life are leading me to activating some great potential in my experience? Ask a what if question, and you start to notice little tiny miracles happening in your life. Things start to manifest. You don't know how they got there.
How'd you know that you're on your path? Because it disappears. That's how you know. How do you know that you're really doing something radical? Because you can't see where you're going. That's how you know. But everything you have lent on for your identity, that's gone.
This is it, man. It's your time. This is your moment. You've been praying for an opportunity. Here it is. You're about to walk into that season of your life. I just hope you're ready for it.
The odds of you being on this earth is 1 in 400 trillion. So you were chosen to be here. The only difference between you and the person who is going after their purpose is the choice of being chosen, believing that they are chosen. Those who are great are those who choose to be chosen.
Discipline is rooted in the truth we tell ourselves. That's what it is. Discipline is rooted in the truth we tell ourselves. Because if you tell yourself the truth, and the truth is, I'm not happy with where I'm at. That's the truth. The truth is, I can do more. The truth is, I can do much better than I'm doing right now. And if that's the real truth, If that's what you believe, if you believe that to be the truth, you won't have to find more discipline. Discipline will find you.
If you value your goals, you need structure. You need a routine that gives you the best possible chance at achieving them. Whatever it is for you, find a way to start your day that makes you feel your best. There's a good chance you already know what that is, and it's likely something hard that you'd rather put off. You will always fall into a routine. You either create one or it will be handed to you. You choose.
You don't have the answers, and it's probably pretty damn scary. And I say that's okay, because that is how it is. This is the reality that many of you are facing. This is the world that we live in.
In a world filled with noise, your voice, your actions, and your decisions have the power to carve out silence. A silence in which you can find your true self and your path to success. It's easy to get lost in the crowd, to follow the well-trodden path. But your journey, it's unique. It's not defined by the cacophony of doubts and fears, but by your ability to rise above it. Embrace the solitude of ambition. Let it be your guide in the chaos. Remember, the tallest trees grow in the deepest silence.
Feelings are like waves in the mind, and you just want to just be with them. You want to be in the misery. You want to be in the pain. You want to be in the emotional suffering. Just be there without any resistance, as if you're letting waves just move through you, and watch it, stay with it, and they will dissolve. Like waves dissolving back into the ocean, the feelings will dissolve into the mind.
Your gift will make room for you. And in time, that room will be large enough to stand in. And then the room will be filled with people. And then the people filled with your light. And when they leave, they take that light with them. You see, your light, when confined to you, only goes as far as you can travel. But sharing your light with one other person, 2 other people, 3 other people, now that might just change the world.
You're going, right, where you're destined to go, it's not supposed to feel good all the time. It's not supposed to be easy, you know? So when you're going through seasons of discomfort, seasons of feeling overwhelmed, feeling pulled in a lot of different directions, understand that it's a part of you getting to the place that you want to be, you getting to the best version of yourself. It's all playing a role. And you know, like that vision that you have for yourself, you know, the dreams and the aspirations you have for yourself, like, they're not easy to attain.
Like some people's expectations, their belief systems are, life should be taking care of me. I got to show people that life is calling to you. You need to deliver something to life. Because as long as you're waiting for somebody to take care of you, then you're always the victim. You're always waiting. Whereas if you think that I'm here to deliver something to life, I have a responsibility to life to give something, not just get something. That's when people feel alive, because what you get never makes you happy.
Don't walk through the world looking for evidence that you don't belong, because you will always find it. Don't walk through the world looking for evidence that you're not enough, because you'll always find it. Our worth and our belonging are not negotiated with other people.
Persevere. Nothing worthwhile is easy. No one of achievement has avoided failure, sometimes catastrophic failures. They keep at it. They learn from mistakes. They don't quit.
You were given a gift, but let me tell you right now, it comes at a cost. Your gift is not free. What's the cost? You have to work for it. You have to work at it. You have to manifest it. You have to grow it. You have to get better at it. You have to get better at sharing your gift. You have to cultivate your gift so much that you can share it. Your God-given gift doesn't guarantee that you will succeed. It just guarantees you an opportunity. And let me tell you what an opportunity you have.
Your potential is like that tree.
waiting to rise above the noise, to reach heights unseen. This is your moment to tune out the distractions, to focus on what truly matters. Your growth, your journey, your impact, your success. Rise above the noise and let your actions declare to the whole world your purpose.
And so what's the point of climbing this mountain that the world says we should climb in order to be successful and happy, and realize at the end of a career, at the end of a life, we've climbed the wrong mountain?
Two things we get every day. That's a chance and a choice. Let's put more value on the choices that we make, because our choices is what determine our destination.
Believe in your vision when no one believes in your vision or the world believes in your vision.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever, because believing that the dots will connect down the road would give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference.
Maybe the secret to success isn't in everything that we once thought. Maybe the secret to success instead is asking ourselves, what if? Maybe it's in the curiosity to want to know, what would happen if? What would happen if I got up one more time, even though I've fallen flat on my face 10 times? What if I got up 11 times? What if, even though I'm tired and I'm out of breath and my heart is ready to beat out of my chest, what if I made it to the top of the hill?
If you reach for the stars and fall, that landing will not hurt as bad as the regret of never jumping in the first place, of never going after your dreams, of never truly finding out what you're made of never truly finding out how far you could go in this life.
That mindset of success, that mindset of I can make this happen, that mindset of I can be that person that I'm talking about and dreaming about. But in order to do better, I have to get better. See, it starts with me. It starts with me improving who I am. That makes me better at everything that I do. When I improve who I am, when I focus internally, when I invest in me first, that's what makes me better at all the things that I do. And in order to be successful, I have to believe that I can be successful. And that happens through self-improvement. When I invest in me wholeheartedly, I can start to believe and see those things coming to fruition.
Paying too much attention to the immediate pleasures of life. There's so many of these other distractions going on. You want to be paying attention to yourself. And the problem with people in the world today is you're not paying attention to yourself. You're not inside your own head. You don't hear those voices. You don't hear what you love, what you like anymore. And so you're always like attuned to what other people like. Self-awareness, being able to hear those voices is the key to everything.
If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. But if you leave yourself open to experience, despite what others think, then you will learn and grow.
Those who can do, those who can't talk about those who can. Now, can you or can you not? Now, you just want to sit on the sideline and talk about other people, or can you step up?
What do you want to make happen in the next 6 months of your life? We're almost a third of the way through the year already. And the fact is, 6 months, it is going to just pass in the blink of an eye. Do you know how fast that time is going to go? Just take a minute and think about the next 6 months and imagine what you want your life to look like. What's it feel like in your day-to-day life? What's happening in your career? How have your relationships or your friendships changed? I really want you to stop and visualize it. What do you want to make happen?
Who would I become? How would I think about the world? Maybe it's the curiosity to discover what is around the next corner. Maybe you become the person that changes your family's legacy forever. Wouldn't that be worth
getting up just one more time? Wouldn't that be worth getting up 30 minutes earlier than your alarm? It's believing that you can, and believing that something greater is in store for you. Because I promise, if you are going out into the world, attempting to leave everything better than you found it, using your gifts for good, I promise you, it will be impossible to call yourself a failure.
This is it. This moment, that is it. No need jumping in the past, no need looking for anything in the future. You will not get more than you have right now. It's just here.
You don't get to world class by doing easy things, taking easy projects. It's not an easy route. World class is about victory. It's achieving victory over your fears, your doubts, your disbeliefs, your procrastinations, your limited self. So don't be in the business of looking for easy. There's no joy there. There's no energy there. We come most alive as human beings when we achieve victory over difficult things.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."
And the greatest fear you face is yourself, because we all have dreams, and it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have, and it's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because you're afraid that if you put your heart and soul into it and you fail, then how are you going to feel about yourself, right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself.
Your mindset can either be your superpower or your prison. It can elevate you or limit you. When you reinforce doubt and fear, you become trapped within the confines of your own mind. The world is what it is, but what's important is how you perceive it. You are the author of your own story. Don't let your mind put the governor switch on your potential. Use it to live the life of your dreams.
Whenever you take on anything worthwhile in life, you're going to go into the valley of death in that process. You're going to get to a place where you want to quit. Everybody goes through the same journey. You're going to be in the valley of death. You're going to want to quit. Most people quit. If you have purpose, if there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing, you've got to have purpose, your why. If you don't have your why, when you get into the valley of death, which everybody goes into, you're going to quit. Because why are you doing this? It's too hard. Go do something else.
I get it. It hurts. But you know what? It's supposed to. Because if it didn't, you wouldn't change. If it was easy, you'd just stay the same. All of this pain is medicine for your soul. It's part of learning and growing, and you're stronger now because of it. So don't shy away from the pain, because sometimes it's our greatest teacher.
Just don't quit today. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Whatever we got to do tomorrow, just don't quit today. Little step. All right? I'm not going to worry about quitting for the rest of my life. I'm not worried about quitting tomorrow. Tiny step. Tomorrow. What are we going to do? Well, I don't know, but I'm not going to do that today. Just today.
You just want to outdo yourself every day. I say life is like a gym. If you look over to the right, there will always be somebody in better shape than you. But if you look to your left, there's someone who would die to be in your position.
Look up. Get up. And don't ever give up. You tell everyone or anyone that has ever doubted, thought they did not measure up, or wanted to quit, you tell them to look up, get up, and don't ever give up.
I promise you it's possible. Because the only impossibilities that exist are the ones you create. You'll miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So shoot away. Stop playing it safe, because the only strikeout in life is not stepping up to the plate. I said the only strikeout in life is not stepping up to the plate.
Don't get better automatically. You only get better because you intentionally make a decision to get better. Here's how this works. You have to go from being a person of good intentions to a person of good actions.
The world shows you who you are if you watch and pay attention. Why? Because you are a reflection of it. So what you see in the exterior is a reflection of what's happening inside. But you can change what's inside.
This may sound really elementary, and you've probably heard it 1,000 times before, but don't quit. Don't stop. If you're in the pit, if you're in the trenches, if you feel like you can't do it anymore, if you feel like there's no light, if you feel like you have no idea what in the hell tomorrow's gonna look like, just keep going. Take another step. Even if you're taking an inch, just move an inch. Move another inch. Just keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. You quit, 100% certainty, you won't make it. You keep going inch by inch, a little bit, I guarantee you'll get there at some point in time.
A strong person isn't someone who's never knocked down. A strong person is someone who can recover quickly, is someone who can get back up, is someone who can shake themselves off and keep going. So do not envy the people that you see on your left or to your right that just keep on climbing with no difficulties. Hard times may build character, but ultimately it exposes it. When you're nothing, and change yourself into something to extract greatness from nothing. It takes every bit of who you are if you choose that route.
No matter what it is that you are walking through right now, you have what it takes to come out on the other side full of life and with a newfound gratitude. The dark times, they're just a lesson. They're not a life sentence.
You can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Consistency gonna bring back your motivation, no matter what it is. That consistency, staying on point, staying disciplined, and staying focused, no matter on the days that's hard, they're gonna make the days that you are motivated that much greater.
Get the last rep. You will get tougher. Every time you push through, you build strength. Not just physical strength, mental strength, tenacity, will. We're just born with will. You create it, you develop it through effort. And every time you put forth effort, your will, your discipline becomes stronger. And every time you quit, your will and your discipline gets weaker. Do not allow that. You cannot allow that. Every rep counts, not just in the weight room, but in life. Every rep counts.
Don't wait until they tell you you are ready. The world might say you are not allowed to yet. I waited a long time out in the world before I gave myself permission to fail. Please don't even bother asking. Don't bother telling the world you are ready. Show it. Do it. Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. The world is yours.
Make mistakes. Because if you make mistakes, then you're building something new. It means you're learning, living, and pushing yourself to overcome your fears. Mistakes are not failures. They don't define you. Everyone's afraid of making mistakes, but I hope you're one of the few people who embrace it, because that's how you make a difference in your life and to the rest of the world.
Always keep going. No matter what happens, the storm eventually ends.
And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
If you don't exercise or draw out the potential in yourself, you are going to feel depressed. You're going to feel anxious because you know in your heart that you are leaving everything that you could potentially do and potentially become on the table. And that is going to bother you. That is going to make you feel depressed. That is going to make you feel dark. What is it you're trying to do? What is your mission? What kind of shape are you in? How do you eat? How do you train? What are you reading? What's your environment like? Are you spending all this time scrolling, or are you spending time moving forward?
What matters is that dash between your birthday and your death date. There's millions of people that say next year, tomorrow, when I get time, that took their talents, took their vision, took their gifts, took their dreams, took their passion, took their purpose, took their standard to the grave. So no more one day, no more someday. Start today. Make today your day one. If you made that decision, welcome. Because the road to the greatest you has just begun. Like I always tell you, it all starts with you.
I'm a huge believer there's only two things in this world that each and every one of us can control 100% of the time. And that's our effort and our attitude. Each and every one of you has the ability to control your effort and your attitude 100% of the time. And you need to learn how to let go and untether from the things you have no control over. Your effort and your attitude. Don't worry about anything else. Block out everything else. Play present means that you are focused on the moment that's right in front of you. You don't worry about the past, and you're not anxious about the future. If you're wasting your energy on something that just happened in the past, that means you are not fully present to invest that energy in the present moment where you can still actually make a difference.
You want the future to change for you, you've got to change. If you don't change, the next 6 years of your life is going to be just like the last 6. You'll still be behind on your promises. If you will change, everything will change for you. If you will get better, everything will get better for you. If you'll change your philosophy, you'll change your habits, if you'll refine your thinking, if you'll change and accept some new disciplines, if you'll turn the corner, where you've been in the past, go for a new life for the future, all kinds of remarkable things will happen for you if you will change.
You know what to do when things go your way and things go right. It ain't hard. Everybody knows what to do when things go their way and go right. Everybody knows that. But how can we reshape and reframe and edit our perspective to when we're in certain moments that don't feel good, I can say, all right, this moment where I am right now, God circled on a map for me. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me. Now, what's the lesson? What's the blessing? What's the press? What's the growth?
Maybe that thing that didn't work out is actually the biggest blessing that ever happened to you. Maybe that so-called failure was actually a gift. And maybe where you are right now in this moment is exactly where you need to be. You can't understand it yet, but one day you'll see it clearly. How some experiences had to end so other ones could begin, and how what you thought you wanted was nothing compared to what you actually received. So trust the path that brought you here today. Nothing in your life was a mistake, because everything is unfolding exactly how it should be.
Stop worrying and stressing and being anxious about your future. It is a complete waste of your time. The future hasn't happened yet. You need to be worried about what you're doing today. See, what you're doing today has a bigger impact on the next 6 months than any amount of worry or anxiety could ever have. You don't need to worry about your future because your day-to-day life already predicts what it's going to look like. So unless you start doing something different today, we already know what's going to happen. It is easy to talk about what you want to do. It's hard to actually do it.
So what is it we say we're all trying to achieve in life? What are we pursuing? Happiness is usually the word. Forget happiness, go for joy. Happiness is usually a destination, a place we think if we get there, then I will be happy. But joy is different.
It's not a destination, it's the process of living.
You know, walking that road to build your own personal vision can be lonely for a while. Oh, there'll be plenty of people who will show up and sit on the sidelines and want to give you their opinion about what should have been done, what you could have done differently, how they would have done it better. Those are not the people you want in your corner. Find the people who've been willing to spill their own blood, who have put in the long hours and the late nights, who've not had a weekend, who've laid their head on their desk instead of a pillow, who've been bloodied and beaten and broken and fallen down and gotten back up the next day to attempt it again. Those are the people whose advice is worthwhile. Those are the people who understand. Those are the people that you want at your side as you walk that road.
I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to do the thing that you know you need to do. The thing you've always wanted to do, the thing you're embarrassed to talk about, the thing you don't want to tell your friends about because they might laugh at you. You're sitting around waiting for someone to approve of your dream before you do anything about it. I'm here to be that guy. Do it. You don't need permission, you don't need approval, you just need to do it. Even if everyone thinks it's stupid, even if everyone thinks it's a bad idea, you need to do it anyway. Because the feeling of embarrassment, the feeling of shame, the feeling of being made fun of will pale in comparison to the feeling of regret that you're going to have if you don't do it.
Not saying that you're gonna win everything that you go for. That's not what this is about. But you know what I truly believe? If we go for something and it's in our soul and it's meant for us and we want it and we can see it, you know what I'm talking about, right? Something you could see right now. Even if you go for that and it fails, that was a very important piece of learning in the journey to the next thing that could win.
When you face the fear that you have, you automatically experience the growth that you're seeking. So you got to go through that unknown.
You will always wonder, what if I did it? What if I actually did it? And if you sit around waiting for every single person to give you the green light to do it, you're always going to be wondering.
Your vision and your purpose has to be ingrained so deeply that those kind of people, when they give their opinion, it doesn't even matter. Go after what you want and put in the same effort, have the same drive and the same motivation to build what you need to do, what God has given you as your purpose, as you would for anybody else.
Stepping into situations that you're not used to is uncomfortable. It's normal to have doubts, question whether you're making the right decision, and fear that things won't work out. But none of those things mean that you're not able to live up to the challenge. Not every worst case scenario is going to become reality. You made it this far. Don't count yourself out.